Why he is named as Hanumanji? My dear friends, according to the Sanskrit dictionary, Hanuman means one who has a special chin. There is a long story behind the special chin of Hanumanji, which is based on intergalactic history and is related to Hanumanji's childhood play. In the demigod races, every child attains his full physical size and development very quickly, but still he remains an innocent infant. Psychologically, Sri Hanumanji was also such an innocent child, but physically he was enormously powerful. He had the special power to expand his body or shrink it at will, but he wasn't aware that this was such a special characteristic. He was just what he was. He was his own universe within himself. Sri Hanumanji, out of fun and childlike curiosity, began to wander all over the forest and riverbanks and trees and mountain tops. Whenever he saw some huge elephant, he used to raise him high above himself with his legs to measure their weight. He was never satisfied with the weight of any elephant, and he always wondered why, while rising them up, they got tightened and straightened mm, their trunk and screamed and trumpeted. He was not hurting them or being sadistic or anyway. He was just having fun, feeling and tasting his power. All of the elephants seemed weightless to him. There was no exercise of muscles in raising and juggling them. In the same way, Hanumanji used to approach huge, thick, wide banyan trees and shake them with his both mighty arms. Sometimes, because of this strength, they were rooted out and fell down with broken branches. Whenever a lion or tiger chased or frightened some deer, Hanumanji used to jump at the spot and clasp the tail of lion. Many times the lions and tigers would fall and were tossed about due to their own speed. If they would roar out of wrath, Hanumanji would twist their ears. All the ferocious beasts understood that if Hanumanji was somewhere around, they should be calm and quiet. If they frightened or chased any little animal, it would prove to be a costly mistake. When they saw him coming, they would hide in groves and bushes. Hanumanji liked deers and hares and antelopes and otters and badgers. He used to run and jump with blue cows and leopards, but very soon he would get bored because he would get ahead of all the animals and would always have to check his speed in order to run alongside them. There just wasn't any challenge. It was through his natural instinct and her amusement that he used to jump over hundreds of sky towering hilltops. It was a beautiful play, but he wondered why these hills would get broken by the shock of his toes and heels. He wondered why they were not constructed a little sturdier. One early morning, night Kesari was at the seashore enjoying his daily meditations, and Mother Anjana was also out in the woods taking her daily bath in the pond and picking some fresh flowers for worship. Baby Hanumanji got up from his sleep, and as usual, he felt enormously hungry. He looked to the left and to the right, but he did not see anything there to eat. All of a sudden, his eyes lifted up to the rising sun on the oriental horizon. He looked and looked at sun and sunbeam through his innocent yellow eyes, a round red fruit, a sweet fruit, it looked like rising above the trees of the hills. Oh, how sweet a fruit it would be! He thought and jumped upward. It seemed that it was quite close, but very soon he realized that it was far away from infancy. He was not accustomed to losing courage, and so he continued his effort. Covering ever-growing distances, he never thought for a moment that he could not reach the sun. As the miles he covered became greater, he grew more and more in his enthusiasm to find his truth. It was nothing special for him to run on the earth or in the sky. The increasing distance seemed a challenge to his strength, and determination was presenting itself to him. How could a baby of absolute power and strength accept defeat? It was not in his nature to start something and leave it undone or even half done. The barrier and difficulties of the path, instead of lessening his hope, were increasing it. The more the sunbeam became bright, the more baby Hanumanji felt as if the fruit was ripening, so shining and glittering, and how sweet and juice would be. Mm, how, how sweet the juice would be, he thought, and he rushed faster and faster. When he flew beyond the gravitation of the earth, the Vayu Devata in astral form followed his son to protect him. He was also curious to know why baby Hanuman was going to what he was going to do. Hanumanji flew faster and faster, effortlessly having full control over his speed. At last he arrived at the planet Sun, which expanded so to many thousand miles wide, almost 80,000 miles. See, we cannot conceive of entering into an atmosphere of planet Sun because we have a few examples of a person going into the fire and coming out safely. However, higher alchemical possibilities show that if one can develop the fire element in the nervous system, such a one will not be harmed. In this same way, such a man can enter planet Swan and enjoy its civilization. So Hanumanji, unlike Sampati, was neither burnt up by the heat of the planet Sun, nor was he affected by any radioactivity. Astonishingly, he approached the planet and arrived at the main source of light, which was none other than the king of the planet and the sun god. Hanumanji picked him up by his two powerful arms, and just as if mm, mm, it was a fruit, he put him in his mouth. In Vedic tradition, the existence of the sun is not merely a matter but consciousness. According to this tradition, the planet sun is crowded with people, and the semi-divine king of the planet is known as Surya Dev. He is a person and the planet both together. When Hanumanji put the whole planet in his mouth, the personal son was very careful to see that the baby Hanuman should not be hurt at any cost and that the people of his planet would not be disturbed. But the entire solar system became darkened, and the astronomers of the earth declared it to be an eclipse of the sun. The news went round not only the solar system but also above the pole star to Swargalok, to the king of astral world, Indra. Indra is the appointed governor of all the planets of the solar system. He appeared very perplexed and puzzled and could not understand what to do when everything went dark. And Hanumanji, however, soon realized that there was no taste in the food which he had just swallowed, and he also realized that he had not swallowed a fruit but a living entity. Being a pure vegetarian, he became very frightened. Hurriedly, he spat out this, and then there was light all around again. Hanumanji saw King Indra in space standing on his astral white air. This was a special form of aircraft owned by Indra, which was produced under the development of alchemy and technological skill. Indra's planet is said to be so prosperous that every third being owns an aircraft. These aircraft fly by the will of the owner. They are able to shrink and expand and appear and disappear at will. Indra's horse and elephant can run on the ground, on water, and in the space equally well. Long before Einstein's discovery, which is still lying in his file, is this planet was using the formula of quick traveling. They just disappeared from one planet and appeared where they were supposed to arrive. Indra's elephant is like that. It carries him through space or appear in any planet he wants. When Hanumanji saw Indra on his white aircraft, he thought of a new kind of fun. He rushed at it, but Indra reacted very quickly. Although Indra is celestial, rising above the astral, is grown up physically and has an important position, he still makes improper decisions at will. He is not immune to the cosmic law or the will of God. When he saw Hanumanji rushing towards him, he became very perplexed and afraid for his life, and immediately he raised his weapon named Thunderbolt or Vajra and released it on the baby Hanuman. Suddenly there was a flash of lightning and sound of heavy thunder in the sky. Hanumanji was wounded and fell as if his chin was totally burned. He fell down unconscious in space and began rotating like some satellite around the planet Sun. In those days, the interplanetary civilization had developed divinely power weapons which were more powerful and dangerous than atomic weapons. Indra did not even try to find out whom he had wounded with such a powerful, dangerous weapon. The Vayu Devata, however, came and took Hanumanji's in his possession, and he brought it to a cave on Mandara mountain and one of the hills surrounding Mount Meru and situated in the north of Himalayas, my dear friend. Vedic interplanetary literature gives a vast description of these astral worlds. Here he set his motionless son on his lap. His heart was full of pain and sorrow. First he stopped the blood from flowing. In pain and anguish he became very angry at King Indra for using a deadly weapon on an infant. He stopped Indra's movements in all the astral celestial planets, and as Vayudev, he prevented the air from from blowing there. Everyone felt suffocated without air to breathe. The planet Earth was not included because the offender belonged to the Swa planet. Very soon the creator Brahma appeared in front of the Mandara hill cave. He his goose feathers had echoed and re-echoed in heavens of Samaveda. In the sky as he flew through the air. His vehicle's goose, his vehicle goose was not an ordinary goose, but was also a supernatural aircraft. The wind god offered the great Brahma his obeisances, and as he raised his head, he saw all the semi-divine and Devas standing behind the Creator. My dear one, said Brahmaji, raising his hand in blessing. And Vayudev rushed to Brahmaji angrily. You are almighty, you can make anyone the medium of inhaling and exhaling. My son is lying unconscious. I am very angry with my son's enemy and wish for him to no longer live. Please excuse me. Until now, I have stopped my movements in space, in the astral and celestial planes of existence. I am also going to stop my movements in each astral body. Then let us see how Indra carries his thunderbolt and how he can release it on any innocent being. So all the assembled devas cried in great fear and said, No, 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 please don't do that. For they knew that they would remain no more than stony, motionless objects. Without uttering a single word, the Creator Brahma alighted from his seat on the goose and walked aside the cave and sprinkled a few drops of water from his kamandalo on the baby. A kamandalo is a special pot usually kept by saints and sages. It contains water and is considered to be very high in electrodynamic forces produced by powerful mantras. It was generally used for daily needs, but it can also be used for healing purpose and performing impossible acts. As the drops of water fell on Hanumanji, he opened his eyes, got up, and without any indignation prostrated himself in front of Brahmaji. My boy Hanumanji, Brahmaji said, you are immortal from this day. Even my highly powerful weapon, Brahmastra, will not affect you. Do you wish any further benediction? Unflinching devotion to the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Ram, Shri Hanumanji requested with folded hands. So be it, Brahmaji replied, placing his auspicious palm on Hanuman's head. He looked at Hanumanji's father, the wind Vayu Devata, and said, Please excuse Indra. The Vayudev bent his head low in consent, and the suffocation was stopped. Then Indra appeared and said to Hanumanji, My thunderbolt and all my celestial weapons will not harm you, even if they are released against you. And it is my humble request that you accept the protection of Sugriv in Kishkinda, and all accomplishments of life will follow you in course of time. Sugriva was the younger brother of the great powerful Bali who ruled the highly civilized state of Kishkinda. I will try to respect your word, said Hanumanji reverently. With this, the king of planet Sun stepped forward and gave Hanumanji his boons. I give you 1/100th of my luster, and from today heat and thirst will never bother you. Dharmaraj or Yama, mm, uh, The call also came in front of Hanumanji and they